Welcome back, comic fans. Today we're counting down 10 of the most magnetic, unforgettable women in comics. From heroes to anti-heroes to villains, whose looks, power, and personality have kept readers hooked for decades. Some will surprise you, some will break your heart. Stay with me. At the end, I'll reveal the one who deserves the crown as the most iconic of them all, and I've saved a bonus mention you won't want to miss. Rogue is more than a Southern belle with attitude. She's a walking paradox. Her power to absorb memories, strength, and life force with a touch makes intimacy dangerous and tragic, which adds a layer of vulnerability under all that leather and bravado. That tension, strength mixed with the fear of hurting the ones she loves, is what makes Rogue quietly irresistible. Zatanna is stagecraft and sorcery wrapped into one. Glamorous, theatrical, and outrageously talented. She casts spells by speaking backwards. Yes, but it's her show woman charisma and the mystery of real magic that makes her stand out. She's sexy, smart, and dangerous in the best possible way. In a world of capes and fists, Zatanna brings glamour and the uncanny. Emma Frost is the ultimate ice and fire archetype. Cold, elegant, merciless, and devastatingly attractive. A powerful telepath who can also turn into an impervious diamond form, she's a survivor who rules rooms and battlefields with icy confidence. Her moral ambiguity and a fierce self-possession make her one of comics' most complex and magnetic women. Jean Grey's beauty hides cosmic power. She becomes a phoenix, and with that comes an almost mythic, tragic grandeur. Jean's journey from tender-hearted telepath to godlike force and back again is heartbreaking and hypnotic. It's the blend of empathy and apocalyptic potential that draws readers in. She's the kind of character whose every crisis feels deeply personal. Wanda Maximoff is vulnerability and chaos personified. Her soft voice and tragic life story contrasts sharply with her reality-bending magic, creating an intoxicating mix of danger and empathy. When Wanda breaks, reality bends with her, and that emotional, unpredictable power makes her impossible to ignore. Natasha Romanoff is elegance in motion, spy, an assassin, and a woman with a past she rarely reveals. Her training, grace under pressure, and that quiet, lethal competence are incredibly attractive. She doesn't rely on superpowers. She relies on skill, will, and intelligence. That grounded realism gives her an edge Hollywood and comics both adore. Poison Ivy is the green goddess every villain origin story needs. A seductive eco-warrior whose devotion to plant life blurs moral lines. Her powers to control plants and create potent toxins make her physically dangerous. But it's her conviction, her self-possession, and the way she uses beauty as a weapon that makes her mesmerizing. Ivy is the personification of temptation with an eco-fury twist. What began as a manic sidekick turned into one of the most charismatic and layered characters in comics. Harley mixes playful, chaotic energy with heartbreaking backstory, and that combustible blend makes her wildly watchable. Under the makeup and jokes, there's a survivor with agency, messy, lovable, and unforgettable. Selena Kyle is a classic femme fatale, graceful, cunning, and morally fluid. Catwoman's magnetism comes from her independence and the tension between affection and theft. She's a thief who steals more than jewels. She steals the spotlight when often the heart of Gotham's protector. Her dance with Batman will sure at the flirtation and rivalry in equal measure. It's comic book chemistry at its finest. And fun. But to bride to Wonder Woman, she's royalty and warrior, filled with compassion, honor, and raw power. And Diana combines an iconic, timeless beauty with a moral strength that feels almost mythic. She fights for justice, yeah, but she also embodies hope, empathy, and dignity. That combination, goddess-level power with a human heart, is why Wonder Woman is not just attractive, she's inspirational. But quick bonus, don't forget characters like Valkyrie, Supergirl, and Mera, and they may not have made this top 10, but they bring their own unique blend of strength, style, and story that deserves us shout-outs. Which of these women is your number one? Did we get it right? Or did we miss a legend you love? Drop your pick in the comments and tell me why. The best answers might get featured in my next video. If you enjoyed this list, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the greatest characters of Marvel and DC. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.